Okay, guys, we're back. Hopefully you were able to go back and look at their ideas and content. I like to take a break between the two. Sometimes if I have a longer video, it takes a while to upload. So if you want to stop right now and go back and look at the ideas and content and complete those 3 steps, that would be a great idea. Whenever you're ready, just come back to this one and we will start with organization. So this first point has a little bit more to do with ideas and content, but like I said before, they overlap and they're very similar. So first, what we need to do is make sure that your partner has enough good details to develop the paragraph. Remember from your outline that we had 3 details per paragraph. So I would like for you to leave a comment in each paragraph that shows the number of details you found. So in this paragraph, if I found, I'm going to leave a new comment. If I found 3 details, I'm just going to put the number 3 there. Or if I only found 1 detail, I'm going to put the number 1 there. And that way your partner can see where the details are too small, or whether, for example, if they have like 7 details, that's way too many. So they can just go through and see which paragraphs are on track and which ones aren't. It's definitely okay to go above 3 or below 3, but you should have a good reason. It should not be the standard to go above 3 or below 3. So first of all, just find out if they have enough good details to develop each paragraph. Now these 2 are definitely organization. So organization has to do with pacing and rhythm and keeping a good beat throughout your essay. So I'm looking for spots where they seem to be rushing or going too fast through any of their details. And a good way to see that is that if each of the details, each of the A, B, C from your outline is explained in its own sentence. So if there's any spot where they seem to be rushing through their ideas, just leave a comment and say, hey, looks like you're rushing through your details here. Okay. The last thing that I want you to do for organization is go back to those topic sentences and consider the order of the ideas. I'm going to get rid of this comment so we can see the whole thing again. Is to look at the order of the ideas. Did they move through in a logical progression? So was there a reason that they started with pathos? Do they have all of the pathos together? Do the pathos naturally lead into the logos? Do the logos naturally lead into the ethos? Whatever order they decided, does it seem logical? Leave a comment in the last body paragraph that explains what you think the organizational pattern is. And that's like, why do you think they presented the ideas in that order? So you could say, oh, I can see that you went from like your strongest argument to your weakest argument. Or I can see that you went from a very broad, big picture down to a very narrow or specific picture. However, you can explain the organizational style however you want. There just needs to be an organizational style. So what do you think it is? And identifying this for your partner might help them figure out what their style was, because they might have not even done it purposefully. And then they can go back and add transitions when we get to the next review that sort of signify my next most important idea, my final important idea. Okay, so you're going to make sure they have enough details. You're going to look for the number of details. You're going to identify any place where they're going too fast. And then you're just going to explain why you think they put their topics in that order. Like, why did they go from compare and contrast to cause and effect to fear and sadness to like, how did they move through it? At the end, leave a comment about the overall quality of the organization. Does the organization make sense to you? Does one idea follow easily to the next, or does it seem to jump around randomly? You can put this comment and this comment either at the end of their document, maybe change the font color so that it's easier to see, change the font color like that. Or like I said, you can put it on the discussion board when you post their document. You can just answer these right on the discussion board. But the final thing to do, and this I think is one of the most important things, is just identify one strength and one weakness for your partner. So it's important to find one thing they did really well, make them feel good about it, but also so that they know they're doing that thing well, they can keep doing it and they can maybe build on it and try to enhance it a little bit. Excuse excuse me, when you identify one weakness, remember that we're talking about organization and we're talking about ideas. So try to focus your weakness in those areas, but think of one weakness that could be improved. And really just try to figure out the one thing that's going to make the biggest impact if they correct it. So instead of telling them 100 things that they need to fix, which is going to be overwhelming and they might give up, pick the one thing that you think would make the biggest difference. If they only had time to correct one thing, what's the thing that they should correct? Okay, so when you have finished their document, you're going to save it with your comments. You're going to post it as a reply back on their discussion board. And you can either answer these 2 questions here and here in your reply, or you can answer them right in the document. I miss you guys. I will see you on Friday. If you have questions about this, do the best that you can, and then bring your questions back on Friday, and we can talk about it when we're all together, because I bet other people have the same questions. Okay, good luck, and I hope this is really helpful for you. I hope it helps you understand your own essay better, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye, guys.